Hey class, so this week you guys are going to be turning in your first milestone. And this is what the worksheet looks like. This is a standard worksheet from SNHU. So any student taking this critical thinking class is going to get the same worksheet. So I didn't create this worksheet, this is just the standard that we use. Some students get a little confused with this because it has this outline up here and then it has another outline. What they're trying to do is they're trying to explain to you that you can use the answers for these questions here and fill them in down here. In the past, I've seen that students sometimes want to skip over these questions here and jump right to the outline, which is okay, you can do that. However, these little tiny dashes here remind us of just fill in the blank as fast as we can, and I've noticed that students aren't very thorough in their explanations. So I suggest the best way to do this is start up here, answer these questions as thoroughly as you possibly can, and then all you have to do is literally cut and paste the answers into here, and then it will flow really nicely. So the first thing is keep in mind this is your introduction to your paper. Okay, so the idea is by the time you're done, you're going to be doing 2 milestones. By the time you finish your milestones, you just put them together, answer a few additional questions, and you have your final paper. So if you're going to make a mistake, if you're going to be weak on your arguments, be weak in the milestone. That way I can critique it, let you know this is what you need to do to strengthen, and then when you turn in your final paper, it should be an A+. And you guys know your final paper is worth a lot of points, so you want that A+ at the end. Okay, so to start off with your introduction, try to make a good introduction. Get the person interested in reading it. Obviously, I'm going to read it, but you want to actually have your audience be interested in it, okay? Because it's an English paper as well. It's just going to have philosophy within it. First thing is you need to give me the premises of the argument. So that's the main argument that we've been talking about in your journal already. Why is the topic being discussed? And you need to absolutely give me the conclusion. And then the personal connection, I've noticed that students tend to be a little one-sided in this. So for example, the online versus the offline dating. A lot of students will only talk about their experience with online dating, and then they won't discuss their experience with offline dating. You need to do both sides. That way you're covering the topic fully, okay? And then again, you can just fill it in down here. These are just keywords that they're using, and basically this is just to create a flow within your paper. Okay, your next section, this is where you're really going to get into the heart of the argument. Okay, so describe the argument made by the article or the artifact. Just take a note here. This is going to be more of a summary of the article. This is a really detailed structure of the argument. Okay. Identify key facts, research, and resources. One of the biggest mistakes my past students have made is they give me a list of key facts, they give me a list of research, and they never mention any of the resources. And by the way, if the paper does not have any resources listed, that's incredibly important to mention. Okay, so you have to do that. And you want to be as thorough as you can, so provide as many examples as you possibly can. Okay. Key, logic, and reasoning. This is another weakness of students. So you want to consider the premises and the conclusion. What logic and reasoning is used to advance the argument? So go back, look at your premises, look at your conclusion, and ask yourself, is this inductive? Is this deductive? Is this a strong argument? Is this a weak argument? And I'm going to go ahead and let you know. Most of the arguments have some weaknesses in them. So what questions are left unanswered? Describe any gaps or weaknesses present in the logic and reasoning used to advance the argument. So here's some hints. Look at the premises and ask yourself, is there a premise that they could have added that would strengthen this argument? Is there resources they could have used that would have strengthened the argument? Look for problems within their argument. And then again, start filling them in down here. The key to being really successful on this one is, first of all, follow the rubric. And this is available as well. So this is your Mile 1 worksheet. That's what we were just talking about. They list it over again. And you'll see I have to give you a grade for every single one of these elements. So if you skip one or if you're weak on one, your grade will go down. So I honestly suggest using this rubric like a checkoff. Make certain that once you're done, I have an introduction, overview, done, done. That way you're certain to get the highest grade you possibly can. And if you guys have any more questions, please email me. I'm happy to help you guys out. Good luck.